Luke Valentine, one of the most universally loved FishTank competitors. I've been fascinated by his story, even before his appearance in Season 3. And today, we'll be going through his lore, and explaining how he overcame a massive media campaign that could have ruined his life. Luke is a 32-year-old illustrator from Coral Springs, Florida. He would be one of 16 contestants in the 25th season of Big Brother, a widely popular reality show airing on CBS. I've never watched this show before making this video, and it legit sucks ass. Maybe the older seasons were good or something, but I cannot get into this show. I think my main issue is that most of these contestants are really hard to like or relate to. A majority are already successful people who have their lives figured out. There's no sense of character growth or changes that makes the drama between them interesting. In Big Brother 25, they had a molecular biologist, a barrister, a geriatric physician, the owner of a truck company, and a political consultant in Washington, D.C. You intrinsically want to root for the underdog, which is why I found Luke to be one of the only compelling people this season. He's just a goofball who draws shit in order to make ends meet.
I've been an illustrator like the past 8 years, taking commissions. People from all over the world. I get people in Belgium, Saudi Arabia commission me. Being an artist, working through commission alone, I'd say there's definitely no money, which basically means I'm a starving artist.
Despite the money obviously being a factor in wanting to win, he also clearly wanted to come on for the experience of it. So my whole goal in getting into the Big Brother house is it seems so fun. It seems like such a life-changing time. It's a test of strength. It's a test of your ability to socialize and play mind games. But I mean, the money's also kind of tempting as well. It's quite a bit of life-changing money. So to be a starving artist, you've really got to learn how to cut corners to maintain a hold of your dream. If I don't want to work a day job, I want to be able to start painting all day. Then I've really got to get smart with it. I gotta get crafty, figure out how to make my money work for me. And, ultimately, if I can manage to get $750,000, it's going to make that dream a lot more attainable. Luke's main strategy was to act as the oblivious himbo, in order to befriend everyone in the house. Later on in the show, he wanted to get a bit more backstabby and be deceitful, though Luke's potential was seemingly cut short, not just because of the upcoming incident. He felt like many of the contestants had it in for him on day one.
I got ostracized, immediately, and I was like people had suspicions about me because I wasn't, making, clicks with people, and so this huge group just, gave me the cold shoulder. And I mean, the first night, I felt like, oh, they're all my friends. I love them. And don't get me wrong, they were very friendly, a lot of them. But the next day, you get the cold shoulder because they're like, oh, they're making a social pariah out of me. They don't want to share any strategy with me. They don't want to accidentally reveal anything. But I think they were just jumping the gun too soon. And when I found out that they actually had it in for me, they were going to try to send me home. This little group, it lit a fire in me. And I swear to God, I was gonna give you guys the best show you ever would have. It was Big Brother season 25. It was gonna be gold, and Reddit friggin' knew it. There were threads. You can say I'm coping, but there were threads on Reddit that is like, yo, Luke's gonna win. Luke's the favorite now. He just did the flip.
Luke has also talked about how much content involving him was cut from the edited episodes, and he describes barely eating due to how shitty the food was.
What was eating slop like?
Dude, it was fucking horrible. It was so bad. The slop, I lost 17 pounds in a
Whoa!
week. Yeah.
So they've got you sleep deprived and literally rotting away, and now they're mad that at 3 a.m. you had a fucking little slip? Come on!
But what led to him leaving the show was an incident that occurred on day 8, the cheese room incident. The following day, either Kirsten or Felicia were going to be voted out of the house. Most were settled on Kirsten, though Luke had a brief conversation with her to console her worries.
It's terrible, honestly. It's very sad. It's an unfortunate situation. You're in a nightmare of a situation. And it's just it's visible. I guess the only thing you really can do is just try to be chill, try to relax, pretend you weren't on the block.
He then goes to talk about it with Hassim, Jared, and Corey, where he accidentally slips up and calls the latter a certain slur.
Well, we were in the cheese room, dude. Anyways, we were in the cheese room.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You gotta go to bed, Luke. You gotta go to bed.
I do.
Luke immediately corrects himself, insisting he was trying to call Corey a narwhal instead.
It wasn't what you thought. I was going to call him a narwhal.
I wasn't going to say that.
I was going to call him a narwhal.
Make sure he's gone.
Yikes. He got more mad about that than you.
What's interesting is that Corey seemed more offended by Luke's usage than Jared, the only black guy in the house. He was off-put by it, but saw that Luke didn't say it maliciously. Luke also seems regretful in the moment, knowing he's now in trouble.
In situations that should be uncomfortable for a black man, white people get more uncomfortable. I could tell they were just uncomfortable. They probably thought I was going to respond a certain way, but...
Yeah, they probably... Meanwhile, he walks back into...
Did you just hear what he said?
The next morning, production would call Luke downstairs, removing him off the show permanently. He was even removed from the intro and future episodes, adding insult to injury. Luke has gone over what happened next on multiple occasions, including an interview he did with Low-Res and Mumkey Jones. Based off his account, production felt bad for Luke. Some felt like he should have gotten a slap on the wrist instead of a complete removal.
The first thing I saw was these two black dudes who were talking about it, and they couldn't stop laughing because the quote is, "We was in the motherfucking cheese room." Everyone I spoke to when I was getting, the walk of shame out of there was they were all very sympathetic. They were all very, they didn't seem happy. That's all I can say about it. Like they're getting flack on Twitter, and I don't like that they're getting flack on Twitter because I think ultimately they're subject to a much greater force that, let me just put it this way. When they called me in and told me, hey, listen, like you broke the code of conduct, you said a racial slur, the way they said it, like the shakiness of the voice and like clearly maybe was crying or holding back tears, I could tell like there's no way out of this. There's no negotiating it. It's over. And I was just like, dude, all the like the energy was just sucked out of me. It was just like, it was heartbreaking. It was genuinely a heartbreaking moment. And they walked me out.
Luke seems to think he got booted due to Corey complaining to HR. Corey was also the one who brought it up to the cast the next day. Because of this, Luke absolutely hates Corey, seeing him as a snitching bastard.
This kid Corey and the other gay guy, Heisem, was like, and Corey goes, "You need to go to bed, Luke." And he turned around, left the room, and so did Heisem. And then the black guy was like, "I don't give a fuck." I was like laughing, apologizing to him because, the situation called for it. But he literally did not give a fuck. And he cried when I left, by the way, because we were so tight. I was called in the next morning. At least they let me sleep, right? I said my last words to the rest of the cast were, "It always feels like you're about to get in trouble, like getting called in the principal's office," right? Yeah. I go in there and they bring like this fucking straight up dickhead. He goes, "You understand what I mean? Come on, hit me with that." He calls his fucking boss on, who's this woman who helps run the show, and she goes, she sounded like she was crying, probably because I was like, I don't know, I probably drew in a lot of attention onto that season. This woman goes, "Hey Luke, because you violated hate speech, the hate speech clause in our contract, we have to let you go from the show. Now, we're gonna bring in the biggest guy on the set, who's this like 8-foot tall gay guy. Don't be alarmed. We're gonna open the door behind you and we're gonna lead you out." And that's literally what happened. This fucking big faggot opened the door and like they led me out in front of all of production like it was a fucking march to my death. They put me in like one of the like studio rooms, and there was a fucking unplugged landline phone in the corner and just like a dirty couch, and the soap was rotten. The soap was rotten in the fucking dispenser, and I'm sitting there and I look at myself in the mirror. I'm wearing that white hoodie and I look like a recently divorced dad, and I broke down fucking sobbing like a baby. It was really
They got you.
well, and then a couple hours later what they did is they brought in, this part made me fucking sick to my stomach and I'm still angry about it. Because like, who do you think I am? They sit me down. This lady walks in. She's a larger black woman, and I don't care. She hugged me and she's like, "I get it. Youth say this stuff all the time. It's part of our culture. Say it in rap music." I was like, "Yeah, whatever. Like, whatever. I don't care." But then she puts a laptop in front of me, and I swear to God, it was 30 Zoom calls, all black people, and as if I'm gonna be bothered by that. And I'm just like, "Hey, what's up?" And they're all silent, and I'm like, "Can they not hear me? Are we having trouble? Are we having connection issues?" And the woman goes, "Oh, my bad." And she takes the laptop and leaves the room. I fall back asleep for like an hour and a half. Comes back and like only 3 Zoom calls are present. It was a white lady and 2 black people. And they're basically giving me a rundown on what to do now that I'm coming out and I'm gonna be basically blacklisted and I'm gonna get shit on. And you know, by the way, people are gonna give you death threats. Just talk to us. And I'm thinking, I'm not fucking talking to you. You're the reason I'm in this situation in the first place.
Yeah.
Fuck you. But I'm not gonna say that because I want a flight home. So I get a flight home that night. And like when I got back, the look on my mother's face, you would have thought like one of her kids died. It was fucking devastating. And that's the only reason I was upset about it. I couldn't care less what they say to me. But like every woman in my life was hysterical after that. My aunt was like, I know a guy, he can write you an apology, he can do this.
I think overly apologizing for something that...
I didn't apologize at all, fuck them. I don't give a shit. The only black guy in the room did not give a fuck. He loved me and he was the one who was brokenhearted after I had to leave for some bullshit reason.
Luke did end up making a video statement following his return home, using his poor mental state at the time to explain why he accidentally said the gamer word.
Anyone who watches the clip of me saying, you know, the cheese room comment, it's pretty clear that I meant no malice. It's pretty clear that I, you know, had no ill intent. It was directed at Corey. And it was after about 8 hours, or it was about a week of malnutrition, a week of sleep deprivation. I was getting probably 2.5 hours of sleep on that cheese block. And you don't really take into account the psychological distress of being under studio lighting 24/7. And being, you know, not knowing who your friends are, who your enemies are. So, you know, what happened. Do I regret it? Obviously. But I feel like it happened for a reason.
I personally think it's a good statement, but the Twitter mobs did not. The Big Brother fans on Twitter are notoriously ruthless, pretty much attacking the show over any mistake made by its cast. In fact, they were mad at Jared for not being completely pissed at Luke. They also tried to cancel him over calling this girl, America, a retard. These same fans were irate that Luke didn't get on his hands and knees to apologize, so some sent him death threats.
The crazy people aren't talking to me. They're DMing me about, you know, medieval torture techniques they'd perform on me. You know, but in graphic detail, like you ever heard of Iron Maiden, like stuff like that. And it's like, a lot of it's just like white women. And I go, like, they'll say the worst things to me. And I'll just, if they've got like their whole, you know, their picture and their whole thing on their Instagram with their DMing me from. And I'm just like, well, that's a little rude, don't you think? And then they just stop messaging me. And it's like...
This seems to be an overall problem with the Big Brother fandom. These specific viewers keep a ton of pressure on the producers to keep the show as non-risque as possible. They want the show to follow their specific principles, aka whatever political beliefs are passed down to them by rich, pampered Hollywood celebrities. These people will ignore the fact that many black people are on Luke's side.
Like I said, I had great relationships with all of them. Now they gotta hate me, because if they don't, the same people calling me a racist, they're gonna be calling them way worse words. And it's like, it's not even, it's not like a unified thing, because like I got black people telling me, hey Luke, I think what they did to you was screwed up. I got them saying, you slipped up, but you didn't have to go home for it. You were so entertaining. You know, we loved you. And it's just like, what the hell happened? It's just such a shame.
If you want to learn more about this specific topic, I'd watch this video Mumkey Jones did on Jackson Mickey. I'll link it down below. Essentially, these Big Brother fans and the media were trying to paint Luke as a malicious dipshit, giving him no chance of redemption. There was no way he could work in mainstream media again, but all hope wasn't lost. During his interview with Mumkey Jones, the internet reality show FishTank Live was mentioned. Season 1 had just finished airing months prior, and it was suggested that Luke enter as a Season 2 contestant, seeing that the show is much edgier due to existing on its own website.
You've been invited onto a show called FishTank.
I was just going to get into that.
Have you considered going on there?
I did see that. He reached out to me via Twitter, and I did message him. He has not messaged me back. But
what the hell?
To be on that show would be quite interesting.
FishTank to me is a much better show than modern Big Brother, as they're able to get away with a lot more crazy shit, and the contestants are far more interesting. Who would you rather watch? a bunch of successful adults playing petty social games, or a bunch of autists getting into drinking contests and surviving Frank Hassel. Luke wouldn't appear in Season 2 of FishTank, instead arriving in Season 3, which began streaming on October 27, 2024. Most of the contestants are made to believe this is a different reality show called Famous House, which would supposedly air on Hulu. Because of this, some of the contestants were normies who would slowly be introduced to the chaos of FishTank. Others were weirdos like Bert, the schizo-bisexual black porn actor, and Alex B, the crazy torta lover of pet monkeys. Jet Neptune and Sam Hyde would bring on Luke as this season's plant, someone to instigate drama and slowly incite chaos into the house. He was one of the last contestants to be introduced on day 1.
Oh, another member?
That's right.
Oh, the squad! What up, bro? Alex,
Luke, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Luke, bro.
How you doing? Hey, what's up?
Welcome
What's your name?
to Famous House.
I'm Ted. Ted.
Now if you want a more detailed summary of this season's events, go watch my documentary on it. I'll link that down below too. Luke took a liking to both Bert and Alex, with the latter soon reminding him of his time on Big Brother. Alex accidentally said the gamer word in front of Smack, who claims she's Afro-Latina.
Ceramic and glass on top of it.
That doesn't. It doesn't. I almost feel like you should go to bed now. You should tuck in.
You can show me.
You just dropped it in. You should tuck in.
But if you
Like I'm not okay with that.
This perfectly mirrors what happened before to Luke, so he sticks up for Alex.
I didn't say, hey, you're wrong.
like 3-4 layers up.
You're pissed?
Yeah.
You're not black.
I am black.
You are?
I'm Afro-Latina. I'm like a quarter black.
Yeah, me too.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm Afro-Irish.
Maybe like think about what you say when you're being filmed and you're in a group of strangers.
Nah.
Let me just throw it.
Nephew, and I was talking about one of my best friends, Justin Yeager, Joanne Sanders outfit.
So what you're saying is you have the pass.
He has the N-word pass,
What
dude.
you're saying is you totally have the N-word.
The nuclear pass.
Oh, not at all, not at all. But I
You better go let her know right
I'm
now.
very, very
I'll
fast.
vouch for you. I'm going in with you.
I did. I very
Trisha,
fast.
Malisha, Magisha.
Don't make fun of my brother.
This particular drama would go throughout the next day, with Sam telling him it's not a big deal, and that the black people who work on the show thought it was cool. During the next few days, Luke conspires with some of the other contestants to eliminate Symbol, the Indian guy. Symbol is definitely one of the most divisive people on the show due to his abrasive attitude and lone wolf playstyle. Him and Luke grew combative on night 3, which started with the pumpkin incident. Mizzy had woken everyone up after someone went through her stuff. This pissed Luke off, especially since he had a hard time falling asleep. He takes the pumpkin he carved yesterday, a representation of himself, and smashes it.
Say, this pumpkin is me.
This pumpkin is me.
This is me.
That was anticlimactic.
An argument then begins with most of the contestants, escalating when Symbol enters the room.
Okay, Alex. Don't be touching Luke's shit, okay? We're about to fucking throw our hands on that.
This is the first night Alex been fucking quiet and you're ruining it.
I mean, it's not my fault.
Pulling him out of the fucking void. He's been an angel the last 3 fucking hours.
I don't think he's
What do
gonna
you
wake up.
think
He
you're
took a concoction.
doing? Wi-Fi signal. Get the fuck out of here.
Who's Wi-Fi signal?
What are these nicknames? You don't even have glasses on. You don't even know who you're talking to.
What does that mean?
I want to get out of here before I get a nickname.
Whoa.
Is he allowed to touch?
Yes.
Wait, Gene. Are they allowed to touch?
Yes.
I don't want. Oh God.
What Wi-Fi signal? What did I say?
No,
No, that's not funny. It's alright. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Hey, that's really aggressive, Luke.
A little push to your own bedroom.
Guys.
What's wrong with you?
I'm sick of people coming into the bedroom, especially you, okay?
Put their hands on people. Dude, what the?
Interesting. So how do we work this out, team? Because there are two ways to work this out. One, you kick him out. Two, I do it my style and then I walk out.
The other contestants try to figure out what's wrong with Luke, speculating that he might have PTSD. Not a bad theory, considering his treatment on Big Brother, but obviously not correct. The next day, Luke manages to earn people's trust back by giving Mizier stuff. Some of the more normie contestants were freaked out by the pumpkin smashing, but in general, the vibes of Luke were good. Some didn't care that he pushed Symbol, seeing that no punches were thrown. Symbol begs production to boot him, but they obviously won't. What ends up getting Luke booted is an incident the next night, where he's banging pots and pans to get everyone into the basement.
We're casting our vote in the basement.
I'm coming.
We're casting our vote.
Everyone does go to the basement, but learn this was Luke fucking with them. They grill Luke in the living room to figure out what's going on.
What are you guys doing?
They said that you're just joking. That you just.
They just told me to send you guys to the basement.
Who told you?
Production.
What production?
They're saying that you're just doing this.
Oh.
So is it a scene that they told you to do?
I guess it was bullshit.
By this point, the contestants suspect him as the plant, ending his role in the house. Hours later, production announces that Luke has been eliminated.
Contestant Luke has been eliminated. Reason for elimination? Leaving the play area. Reminder, do not go down the staff stairs, open doors, or windows. Contestant Luke has been eliminated. Reason for elimination? Going down the staff stairs.
But this isn't the end of Luke's time on FishTank, as they were getting ready to bring him back on week 5. During the end of week 2, it was revealed that the show was FishTank all along. However, this would soon lead to the season's big twist, Famous House 2.0. The 4 remaining contestants would act as plants, trying to get a series of new contestants eliminated from the house. Of these new people, Luke was brought back to mentor them, though things quickly got off the rails due to another newbie, Brandon Hilton. Wait, Rob, didn't you make a video on this person? What happened to that? Well, I did make an idiot influencers video on him, but I was forced to take it down since he threatened to sue me for defamation. This is seemingly something he does quite often, and as mentioned in my last FishTank video, he is currently trying to take legal action against the show. It was posted on Kiwi Farms that he has Google Alert set up to notify him of shit talk. Now, how did I defame him, you might ask? For one, I claim that Brandon had pornographic material on his website. All I'll say here is that I can't show much of it on screen. His website features a vagina-shaped dress, a man in bondage gear holding his cock, and a man modeling boxers with his hand inside, gesturing masturbation. The other claim is that he's exploiting kids, which I'll reiterate is an opinion. I've never said he's sexually exploiting kids, but instead, in my opinion, I think he's using them in a similar way to family channels, who use their kids for fame and money, without regards for their well-being. Brandon has major involvement with the drag kids movement. Sam eventually told Luke and some of the other dudes, asking them to confront him.
The kid Brandon, yeah, the reason he's not getting acting work, and here, come look at this. So this is this is why he's not getting work as an actor. LGBT activist and designer. He's got,
that was him? Brandon Hilton?
That's a kid. That's him. Announcing Queen Lactaia as the new face of the House of Man brand. So he's got an 8-year-old kid in drag. Yeah. And I'm the guy that signed off on hiring this guy, and now it's fucking with the show. Damn. So I don't know what to do, man. A designer who announced that a 9-year-old drag queen would be the face of his clothing line woke up today. Blah, blah, blah.
Is that even fucking legal?
Luke decides to confront him in the confessional, inquiring into his involvement with young children.
But you made a sequin dress for a 9-year-old.
A onesie, yeah. This is a onesie.
It's a 9-year-old kid. It's like it's not even 13. It's like a
He was 9, yeah.
That's
in Canada. He was going on a TV show.
Right.
And so, like, I make costumes for, like, celebrities, and I dress, like, pop stars and stuff like that. So his mom contacted me to get a custom look from my fashion brand for this TV show he was going on.
Sure.
So that's really, that's literally the extent of it. I made it, and I shipped it to Canada, and then it became, like, a whole thing. It's literally nothing more than, like, you go into Walmart and buying clothes for anybody.
When did you do that?
2018.
So it wasn't even. That's just so fucked up, man. I don't know. Taking a kid, like, I can't abide by that shit. That's whack, bro. That's fucking whack.
I feel like you're missing something. Like,
what am I missing? Tell me. Enlighten me.
I don't know this kid. I never met this kid. I literally just filled an order that was placed to my website.
Right. So
like, I'm just like any other clothes maker. It just makes the orders that they get through their website.
But you're losing work because of it.
I was, but I'm not anymore.
Now Brandon is flat out lying here. He did not simply make an outfit for a kid. He took photos of this kid, put them on his website along with those previously mentioned NSFW pictures, and posted it onto his social media accounts. He didn't just do this as a simple job. He worked directly with this child, who is going by Queen Lactaia. Yes, this kid's stage name is referencing lactation. Brandon originally claims this is the only child he works for, but Luke gets him to admit to another kid he's worked with.
You're fucking involving yourself with this child drag queen shit. I don't know. Because the only other, like, child drag queen shit I know is that Devin is amazing stuff.
Desmond's amazing. I dressed him too.
You dressed him too?
Yeah.
So you're heavily affiliated with children in this.
I dress drag queens. If they place an order on my website, I make it and I send it.
I remember reading about how they were putting, like, friggin' dollars in Devin's or Desmond's outfit.
I don't know anything about that. I've never seen any. I've never met any of them in real life.
That's some fucked up shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
You're involved in a weird. That's a weird thing. That's. Holy shit. I can't even abide by that.
Desmond is Amazing is another child drag queen involved in controversy due to being filmed performing on stage. They take off articles of clothing and have dollar bills handed to them. Desmond was also hanging out with a man named Michael Alig, someone famous in the 90s drag scene, who was convicted of manslaughter. Though if you actually look into that story, Michael incapacitated someone in self-defense, and then chopped their body up and threw it in a river. The real kicker is that Brandon would go to drag conventions of Michael, alongside both Desmond and Queen Lactaia. This isn't bullshit. Brandon himself posted about this on his social media accounts.
I've never met any of them in real life.
Fucked up.
Brandon has also participated in Drag Queen Story Hour, which at best is just really creepy. In my opinion, these kids are being exploited by their parents for fame and success, and Brandon is participating in this to boost his company, the House of Man. Despite proving himself to be a massive liar, Brandon tries to victimize himself throughout the entire conversation. He brings up all the hate and death threats he's gotten, even saying President Trump called him out back in early 2018.
You said you had trouble, like, finding work or something? You were having issues in your industry or something?
Yeah, because of, like, the Trump stuff.
Trump's, like, what do you mean?
So, in 2018, I made a sequin onesie for a 9-year-old drag queen in Canada, and I sent it to them, and it became, like, international news because people were not ready for a 9-year-old kid to be doing drag. And so Donald Trump called me disgusting on Twitter, and then thousands of people called me a pedophile. And then it became national news, and I had to, like, go on, like, the defense and, like, defend myself, and then I disappeared because I didn't want to, like, I was so scared to show my face. I thought someone was going to kill me.
Now, I've never been able to find proof of Trump mentioning this story, but I don't doubt that he would say something about this.
Brandon Hilton, why are you dressing up a 9-year-old boy in a drag onesie? You can't do it. It's disgusting. I love gay people. I love them. I love gays. But he's probably touching kids, just like Bill Clinton. I'm going to have to sign a new law in order to exile this man to Canada. He can live with Keffels and Boblacks. It'll be good. It'll be so great.
And while yes, death threats are terrible to get, it's kind of just something you have to accept on the internet. He's also ignoring the fact that many large media outlets were defending him, and interviews were done to glorify these young drag queens. Luke grills Brandon over this, thinking that the shit is disturbing, like most normal people would.
So you're providing them a way to get involved in further
sexual exploits.
They're already involved.
Oh, so that makes it right?
I'm not their parent.
I think it's exploitative regardless. The kid's name is Lady Lactaia. You think that's appropriate for a kid
Just
to be called?
Lactaia. I understand that you're upset by it, but like, I think that if you...
It's beyond upset. It seems unreal.
The conversation ends up spilling out into the living room, where Luke has to not only argue with Brandon, but the other contestants. Many are reluctant to back him up, as they either want evidence or they're too scared to join in on the convo, in risk of getting voted out later.
My research shows me the image was posted on a page called House of Man. House of Man also hosts pornographic content.
No, it doesn't. No, it does not. There's no pornographic content on the House of Man. That's my club.
I'm unsure what to think. Scanning.
But when do you think?
So there's pictures of children that he's specifically done work for on the same website page as pornography. You think that's appropriate?
No pornography. How do you know? Is there a laptop? How do you bring a laptop right now? Pull up my website.
Do you think it's lying?
But she lied about fucking token.
Why would you lie about something so serious?
She lied and said that. She lies about a lot of things.
They're like 1, 2, 3,
That's a
4,
serious
5, 6,
accusation.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people finding out.
Okay, she
You said
lied.
earlier you were.
That's not a serious accusation.
It is for people in the body. But we're saying she's lying.
Targeting children is on the same level as targeting a steroid as a 31-year-old.
She lied. I haven't found
Brandon, I need more information on child drag shows. Can you elaborate on how they're performed?
Okay, what age category? Okay,
I've never been to a child.
I don't know about drag.
Most of the house was already prepared to eliminate Symbol that night, which is genius strategically, but both Sam and Luke wanted Brandon gone. They ended up kicking him off of a bullshit excuse, having Vance order him an Uber.
There's probably a funnier way to do this, and I've been racking my brain, but can you just get an Uber? You gotta use your own account. I don't even want you on my Uber account. Just pack your shit, you gotta go. And Vance, get some funny dialogue in there to make this a funny exit, but I just can't even do it.
The fuck?
Brandon would file a police report alleging he was being abused on the show, though he's never provided evidence for this to the public. He also found the infamous cheese room clip and left a comment reading, "And this piece of shit had the nerve to try and come for me on FishTank." He quickly deleted it when fans found out, and hasn't made any public statements regarding FishTank since January. Because of his beef with Brandon, Luke would become one of the most endorsed contestants in FishTank history, having over 12,000. Following the quick end of Famous House 2.0, Luke would remain on the show as a freeloader throughout the rest of the season. He'd mentor the remaining contestants, shave his head for a challenge, and even train Bert on how to be urban.
Pretend your parents aren't immigrants. Pretend you're American.
I am American.
Hardcore American. Hood. Get hood up in this bitch.
You're not an anchor baby.
Hood up in this bitch. Alright, let's hit it. Okay. This is you. You're the one who's saying this.
What's up, Playboy?
Why is it so hard for you to get hood on me?
I'm gonna fucking choke you because you're not nuts.
Get hood on me, okay?
Oh.
Okay. Let's hear your black hood bomb ass voice. We already discussed this. I already said it before. This is for instructive purposes. Can we get that? Can you say that for me?
Fine.
I would say I want to be a bomb ass.
Bro.
Let's hear it. Come on.
I want to be a bomb ass bitch.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Now let's hear sup play.
Sup, nigga.
Bert, when you hear someone say something that sounds gay, you need to say pause. Luke, teach him how to use pause.
Okay. Binks, I need you to say some lesbian ass shit. Lebanese lesbian ass shit. Queer, butch dyke, go hard.
Dude, what the fuck?
None of this lipstick lesbian bullshit.
I
Hit it
get
hard.
stoned like Soraya to lick some clam pussy.
Bro.
No, that's where you say pause.
But that's that sounds
Wind it
fun.
back.
And then add a little crispin, bitch. Can you do that?
Pause, bitch.
No, Bert, you are a bomb ass.
N-word.
No, what's an N-word?
You gotta drop it.
Narwhal, Nigeria? Hit me with the real shit.
I'm a bomb ass bitch.
There we go. We're making progress.
Get the fuck out of my face, snowflake.
Damn.
I get stoned like Soraya to lick some clam pussy right now.
Well, pause, bitch.
It's still a little gay, but we're making progress.
You just need to hit it with.
What?
Bert, you must subscribe to Zeus Network and study it. Only then you will truly become the bomb ass N.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not familiar with that.
But maybe you should write that
What
down.
did it say? Zeus Network?
That's beyond me. I don't know what
That's too deep on the iceberg. That's too deep on the iceberg.
As soon as you go back, go on the YouTube iceberg of eubonics. YouTube iceberg video, eubonics. It's 5 hours long. It's probably covered by Wendigoon or something. All about eubonics. Deepest layer, eubonics, cheese room. Remember that.
Luke would be part of the road trip finale in Las Vegas, where he'd be offered a job in Sam's comedy group, $1 Million Extreme.
Want a job?
Yeah, sure. I'd never say no to a job.
Cool.
What are we doing? I guess I'll find out later.
I'm launching a show.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to start a new show.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Podcast.
Oh!
But high end.
Yeah.
$200,000 set. Anamorphic lenses. Tube-based audio gear. Like a stack of stuff that you can replicate in Fruity Loops, but just expensive shit.
Okay.
And it's going to be like just a right-wing grifty type.
Sweet. Yeah.
News show.
Yeah.
Need a sideman.
Hell yeah.
All right. Boink.
Nice. There we go. Okay. I'm down.
This show, simply titled The Sam Hyde Show, would premiere in late 2024 with the infamous video Dear Elon. Luke would begin appearing more in later episodes as Sam's right-hand man.
Those wireless headphones that everybody's wearing, stop wearing those. You look like a moron, first of all. Second of all, they're giving you brain cancer. You're a moron giving yourself brain cancer.
Why didn't you tell me this earlier? I drive in mine.
I told you. Oh man,
I've got the wireless ones.
Driving a Ford Ranger with headphones on, that's so good.
Why did you say it like that?
It's just so classic, bro.
They are in transparency mode. I can hear through them.
You can actually hear better with the transparency.
I can hear better.
Luke has also begun to appear in other MDE-related projects, like Rhode Island Car Jitzu, where he fought against Ryan the Rice Man Rivera.
It looks like it might be game over.
Conchowder!
And there's a tap. And
Wow.
there's the tap.
Victory!
Sam clearly saw himself in Luke, as both were potential TV stars lambasted by the mainstream media before their prime. Now, they're self-sustaining without Hollywood, making content enjoyed by hundreds of thousands of people, all because Luke said the gamer word next to a cheese bed.
Alright, forget the mask, just keep fighting. Fight! No, probably a good fight, Freddy.